Welcome back, everyone. We're about to get started with day 2 of the 2024 Fall NABC Robot Individual Tournament. Day 1, we had a good set, 72 and change. We are currently sitting in 5th. Top score was almost an 80%. We'll see if they're able to keep that up. Obviously, on any given day, there will be one player or a couple of players who are going to score high 70s, just due to pure randomness. I mean, eventually, out of the 2,000 people they're playing, one or two of them is going to get 5 or 6 guesses right. I suppose even 10 guesses right. If we just think of it as coin flips, one person is going to get the 1 out of 10, 24 chance. But it's going to be hard to string those together back to back to back for 3 days, and that's what's needed to win the event. So we do have a couple of names that are relatively common to see on some of these leaderboards. I actually didn't know Mike Pacell plays in these things, but he's up here in second place. Strong US pro player. Adam Iba, I've seen this name around a bunch. I don't know exactly who it is, but we got Finn Klesnik up here in 9th. I think M. Bodell is a viewer as well, up here in 11th. That's a good showing. Couple of other names that I recognize on the leaderboard, but so this was our set yesterday. We had started out pretty strong, 100%. Going down into no trump on the next board was not ideal, but overall we do get a total of 400% boards. Our 3 hearts doubled down 2. It looks like someone else was able to duplicate that result, but 400s early on, quite a few 90%s in there. Not too many red numbers is what we like to see, and especially because our lowest score wasn't a 0, it was a 20%. Next lowest score was a 42, and then a couple of 48s. Also, kind of a big bonus is that we didn't get a lot of 50s. There are a few here and there, but it's a lot easier to do well in these things when you're either getting 80s or 40s, or 90s or 20s or something in the hands, as opposed to just getting a bunch of 50%s all throughout. But I am curious how many times these boards are played, so actually let's take a look at one of the Travelers. This is not going to be an easy one to sum up, but let's see if we can do it. 10, 16, 23, 26. So we'll call it about 25 times that the boards are played, so that every comparison is about 4 percentage points one way or another. All right, let's get into day 2. See if we can continue having another good set. Board 1, pass to us. We are in 3rd seat, and we pick up an 11 count. Best hand format. So partners limited to 11. I don't think we have a game on this hand, and I think it's pretty clear what suit we want to play in. It's hearts. So I'm very tempted to open 2 hearts. I think in a real event, I would probably open this 3 hearts in 3rd seat. I could understand a 1 heart opener, but I don't think 2 hearts is a good opening in general. I just think it's very likely that if we open 2 hearts on this board, it's just going to go all pass, and we're going to be pretty happy with the end result. But yeah, just in general, I think in 3rd seat here we would want to preempt a little bit more aggressively, and this is a hand that I think is quite suitable for it. Partner being a passed hand, again, we just can't really have a game. A 3-heart preempt, if the opponents do have a spade fit, might put a lot of pressure on them to try and find it immediately. Partner might be able to find a 4-heart raise and increase the preempt a little bit, but yeah, in this type of format, I'm just going to open 2 hearts. What? Well, this isn't the way bridge works. You can't. There is no hand that it makes sense to bid this way. It's just impossible. Because either East has a preempt, or East has an opening bid, or there's no reason for East to believe that this is their hand when their partner wasn't able to take a call. Like, if this happened to me in real life, I would probably call the director regardless and complain about unauthorized information from East because this bid makes zero sense. Now, there are certainly hands where East could make a takeout double here. That would be very sensible. You know, you're a 4-0, 4-5, like 9 count or something, and you don't have quite enough to open the bidding, but your whole plan is I would like to make a takeout double of hearts later, so even if it had gone 2 hearts past 4 hearts, East could then make a takeout double. That makes sense, but being able to unilaterally show suit when you weren't able to do it earlier is insane. Well, I think we just have to pass. I mean, we have no idea if East has done the right thing, and that makes it really difficult for us to be the ones to judge what to do here. West kind of knows if their partner's done the right thing. Because if West is looking at a singleton spade, obviously they know that their partner has messed up. If West is looking at a spade fit, then they know their partner has done well in this position. But we just don't have a lot of information. And so I think for that reason, we just have to let it go. Let partner make the last decision, which I'm sure partner's just going to pass. And then we have a difficult choice on opening lead. I suppose I'm going to lead my singleton king. What a mess this hand is. The reason I would want to lead the singleton king is that because I have trump control, the ace of spades, if partner has the ace of hearts, I might just get a club ruff. I kind of don't like it because I suspect what's actually going on here is East has a hand where they don't want to preempt because their hand is unsuitable, probably because their spades are a little bit weak, and therefore they have a bunch of outside high cards, which very likely could include the ace queen of clubs, for example. Oh, what a mess. Another problem that I have here is I don't know what the field's going to do with our cards. I think the field is probably opening a heart, and then who knows where this auction's going to end up. Like, if we open a heart and partner raises to 2 hearts, and it goes 2 spades on our right, we probably would then bid 3 hearts, and that might pass out. And again, I have no idea if that's making. My suspicion is probably it is, in which case maybe we're supposed to double 3 spades, but man, this is not the spot we want to end up in on board 1. I'm going to pass, though, because I think there's just no way that we can determine the right thing to do. It does pass out. I'm going to lead my singleton. Okay, king of clubs holds. Well, I mean, this isn't great for us. The opponents have found their 9-card spade fit, so West has a spade fit. Given that partner has the club ace, it does seem very likely that 3 hearts was making. The ace third of hearts on our left. Regardless of who has the queen or what the lengths are, we can pick up the heart suit for just 1 loser. So East has turned up with... This is very confusing to me. Because my assumption still is that East has a bad spade suit. But how could they have a bad spade suit? They have nothing in hearts, they have nothing in clubs. They would have to have like the ace king of diamonds and king sixth of spades or something like that. I mean, regardless, I think we want to switch to diamonds to try and get partner in. It's possible partner has raised to 3 hearts on like Queen Doubleton, in which case a low heart would work to try and get partner in. But I think it's a lot more likely that partner can get in the diamond suit. King Jack of diamonds or something, ace of diamonds. To get our ruff. Okay, that works. So, ace of clubs, let's pitch a diamond. Club ruff, maybe. Excellent. Well, we beat the contract, but I think this is still a pretty bad result for us. Let me just think for a second about partner shape. Declare probably has 6 spades, at least 3 clubs, a singleton heart, therefore at most 3 diamonds. So partner can't really be getting a diamond ruff. I guess if he does 5 spades, but I mean, really, why are we bidding 3 spades if he does 5? I mean, 5 would make a lot more sense than 6 from a practical standpoint, because there's no way East would forget to preempt. But the robots often bypass 6-card majors if they feel like their hand is unsuitable. I don't think a heart switch helps, though, so I guess I will try and give partner a diamond ruff. Alright, spade to the king and ace. Looks like there is going to be no diamond ruff. Queen of hearts, I'll cover that. Hey, declare misguess the spades as well. So that's good news for us. But still, yeah, what a mess this hand was. I mean, certainly if East had just preempted 2 spades in second seat, we also would have been under a lot of pressure, and maybe that would have ended the auction. We do beat it 2. Unfortunately, as mentioned, we're actually doing quite well in hearts. Do we make a heart game? Wait a second. This is actually really bad news for us. I mean, we make 11 tricks in hearts. So the people who open a heart with our hand are probably going to do very well. They're going to get a Drury response from partner. And then whether or not they reach 4 hearts, they'll probably beat out our score. I mean, if we were able to double 3 spades and beat it 2, maybe we would have had a chance, but not a good hand to start out with. All right, board 2. We have another really gross 11 count here. Another singleton honor, another 6-card heart suit. Well, so there's a couple of things to consider in the best hand format. Because we have 11, it's very likely that, I mean, it's guaranteed that everyone else at the table has some points, since everyone else is limited to 11 highs. Therefore, one of the hands could have a minimum of 7 if all 3 of the others had 11. But it's pretty likely that most of the other hands are going to have 9 and 10, just from probability. So if partner does have some sort of 9 or 10 count, they might invite in an auction. Like if we open a heart and rebid 2 hearts, partner might bid 2 no trump, partner might bid 3 hearts. That's not really where we want to end up. I think I will open a heart though. My rationale is that we might have a better spade fit than a heart fit, so I don't really want to commit to, say, opening 2 hearts on this hand. I don't know what I'm going to do if it goes a heart passes spade. I might pass, but we'll think about it if we get there. Anyway, we'll open a heart. Spade on our left, negative double from partner, and no trump on our right. Okay. Interesting spot. We don't really want to let the opponents play a no trump not vulnerable at match points. The most normal bid to make would be 2 hearts with our 6 card heart suit. I'm probably going to make that bid just because the no trump bid, even if partner has a singleton heart, I think there's a decent chance we can pick up the heart suit for just 1 loser. East is pretty likely, therefore, to have king, queen, third in the heart suit, for example. I'm considering a 2 club bid. Partner's negative double does show or suggest the minors, so it's very possible that partner has 5 clubs and a singleton heart, and then we might want to play this hand in clubs. But yeah, let's bid 2 hearts. I think that's more down the middle. That's probably going to be the field choice. Yikes. Okay. So, yeah, partner has a little bit of a difficult decision over a spade, but I do think that a no trump is probably better than the negative double with such good spades. I was a little worried about this possibility, but... Well, we're in 2 hearts. I think most of the field is going to be in 2 hearts as well. East is going to get some spade roughs, but eventually that might mean we can pull East trumps. Robots lead king from ace-king, so unless this is ace-king doubleton, which we did see yesterday, this is going to be ace doubleton or ace third or ace fourth or something. Silly robots. Let's see what West does at trick 2. They switch to the 5 of clubs. All right. Well, let's stick in the 10. Spade comes back. I don't think West is going to give their partner spade rough. The robots don't really pay any attention to signals or carding or anything like that, or take inferences on the defense, where this very clearly to a human would look like a singleton spade. West is going to just simulate hands that fit the auction and realize that East could have 2 spades, East could have 3 spades, and those are all much more likely distributions than a singleton spade. So I don't think West is going to give their partner a spade rough. I mean, either way, let's play the queen of spades and we'll see what happens, but it just seems very unlikely to me that West is going to continue spades here. Yeah, so West does continue a club. Could have been a doubleton club, in which case now the opponents have kind of established a potential cross rough. And there's really not much I can do about the cross rough, unfortunately. I mean, the best I can do is just pull a couple of rounds of trumps and then hope to get out for down as few as possible from there, which I think is going to be the play. Let's play the 9. I assume ace covers this. We'll win. Ace of hearts, low heart. Ace of hearts, jack of hearts. So if hearts do split 5-2, I probably want to exit a low heart here. Do I have a good count on the distributions? I mean, that 8 of hearts is kind of an unusual card to see. Like, West could have started with a doubleton diamond, doubleton club, 5 spades and 4 hearts. I think hearts are 4-3, so it probably doesn't matter what I do. Let's continue the 10 of hearts. All right, there's a club ruff. There's a spade ruff. And now they do have a high trump outstanding. So West has it. All right, we're down 2. It's not exactly where we wanted to end up on this hand, unfortunately, but about the best we could do once we got there. Feels like we're off to a pretty bad start. I mean, certainly we could have done something different on the second board. Obviously, we could have passed a no trump if we really didn't want to get involved. Maybe if we had opened 2 hearts, the opponents would have overcalled 2 spades or something. But I'm hopeful that the field, at least on that one, is going to get to the same spot. What have we got on board 3? We've got 18. We do have a 5-card suit. We'll open a club. Diamond on our left. Heart from partner. 2 diamonds on our right. So we could make a support double. I think that's probably the most reasonable thing to do here. Show our heart support. If we have a 5-3 heart fit, partner can bid hearts. I mean, I would be probably pretty happy to defend 2 diamonds doubled if possible at these colors, but it's pretty hard to get there. We could gamble on partner reopening with double, but there's no guarantee that would happen. All right, we'll make the support double. Partner does bid 2 hearts, which doesn't necessarily promise a 5th heart. We could bid 2 no, for example, to just show our values. We have a diamond stopper. Partner knows about the 3 hearts, so if we have a 5-3 heart fit, partner can correct, which I think I want. I would love to protect the diamond king from the opening lead, but I don't really want to play 3 no trump with such a weak source of tricks and clubs. If we happen to have a alternative contract to plan. So 2 no trump seems pretty sensible to me. We could bid 3 diamonds just to game force. I think I would rather just show my values and show the diamond stopper. Also keeps the auction lower. So 2 no trump, partner bids 4 hearts. Sounds good. Jack of diamonds lead. Oh, okay. Well, this hand offers us some chances to do things. We have 9 hearts missing the queen, so percentage-wise, you would cash the ace-king of hearts. But the difference between cashing the ace-king of hearts versus taking a finesse on the second round is so minimal that there's, I mean, good reasons for taking the finesse if you can, like, come up with any rationale that the suit might not be 2-2. And it's a little bit hard to say on this auction. I mean, West should have at least 5 diamonds. We've seen the robots bid on 4-card suits before, but there's 1 diamond missing, kind of, on this auction. We have 4 between our hands. West has at least 5, East has at least 3. So if diamonds are 6-3, with West having 6 of them, odds now definitely shift in favor of taking the Heart Finesse on the second round. If East has 4 diamonds and West only has 5, it's still going to be very close. I think odds are probably still in favor of taking the Finesse, but now it's got to be a lot closer to 50-50. But we have a lot of other considerations as well. I don't think just pulling trumps is going to be the way to go on this hand. I think it's really important to start working on the club suit immediately while we still have trump entries to the south. Because we're going to want to set up clubs to pitch spades from the north hand. So I think to do so, I would like to win the Diamond King and lead a club to the Queen immediately. It's very likely that the overcaller has the missing high cards, so the Ace of Clubs, for example, King of Spades, pretty likely. I mean, we see the Jack of Diamonds from East, so West only has Queen 5th or maybe Queen 6th of Diamonds for the overcall, vulnerable. One other thing I was going to say about the potential heart split, which I think talks in favor of playing for the drop, is that when the opponents kind of underbid their length in the suit, like West with 6 diamonds could have bid 3 diamonds to preempt the auction, West could have preempted 2 diamonds over a club, East could have jumped to 3 diamonds preemptive with 4-card support. Usually it means they're less distributional. With a singleton heart, one of them might have been more likely to try and bid at the 3 level. So anyway, we might get a little bit more information as we play a couple of tricks, but I think I want to win the Diamond King and lead a club to the Queen immediately. And then we'll go from there. But that does seem like the first plan of attack. What? So West has a terrible hand. I mean, West's hand... maybe West is marked with the Heart Queen at this point for their 1 diamond overcall. King, Queen of Spades, Queen, 6th of Diamonds. I mean, like, why would you want overcall with this hand? I actually am struggling to come up with a hand where West wants to overcall. King, Queen of Spades, Queen of Hearts, Queen of Diamonds. I mean, that's probably not it. We didn't get a spade switch, which is good news. That means we still have plenty of time to work on the club suit. Let's win the Ace of Diamonds. Okay, so if I tried pulling 2 rounds of trumps and I was unsuccessful, as in the Queen of Hearts is still outstanding, and then I went King of Clubs, Club Ruff, and the clubs didn't split, I would be in some trouble. Because I would not have enough entries to set up the 5th round of clubs. But, as a counter-argument, if I don't pull 2 rounds of trumps and I try and ruff the 3rd round of clubs before doing so, West with Queen Doubleton of Hearts might ruff in front of me. Which doesn't hurt, actually. Actually, yeah, wait a second. Because if West roughs the 3rd round of clubs with the Heart Queen, I can pitch a spade, eventually set up the 5th club for another spade pitch, so I lose no spades. Okay. So I think what that means is I want to play a heart to the ace, cash the Club King, and ruff a club. And yeah, this could go badly if East has Queen Doubleton of Hearts and a Doubleton club, but that seems impossible. East would then have 2 clubs, 2 hearts, 3 diamonds, and 6 spades. No, the West has to have both of the spade honors, I think. So I like this plan. Heart to the ace, king of clubs, club ruff. If clubs are 4-2 and the ruff survives, I can then decide how I want to play the trump suit. Heart to the king or heart to the jack. Ruff the last club. Eventually get back with the ace of spades or the last trump to pitch at least 1 spade loser. So that seems good to me. Okay. So West has stiff queen. Let me think for a second. King of clubs, club ruff. I think we'll just find out how the clubs split. They do split, so I can pull the last 2 trumps, pitch both my spades. Mr. Slam. Yeah, I mean, why would West overcall a diamond with this hand? That's just crazy. There's no need to overcall a diamond with this. It's not lead directional, you don't have a good suit, you don't want to play the hand, you're vulnerable. That's just a terrible bid. East 2 diamond bid makes some sense. Vulnerable. 4-3-3, no distribution. On to board 4. Pass, pass, pass. We got 16, we'll open a no trump. We will accept partner's transfer. And apparently that's where we've ended up. Ace of hearts lead. Okay. Well, this means we do get to set up our long heart, or the queen of hearts, so the 4th round of diamonds can go away. Nine of diamonds switch. Alright. I think I want to start pulling trumps. So I guess I want to win the diamond queen and just run the jack of spades immediately. That makes sense to me. Also, ace of hearts lead, they lead king from ace king. So once again, West is just led an unsupported ace. Typical robot behavior. We're just a little bit too slow to get clubs going. East is going to win the king of hearts and put a club through. So there's no real reason for us to try setting up a heart and hope that they mess up in the defense. We might suffer a diamond ruff if we do that. So I think it's really important win the diamond queen and get to work on the trump suit. 9 queen jack. Okay. Jack of spades to the king. I hope I wasn't supposed to play low to the queen on the first round. I guess we're about to find out. Looks like the answer was no. We pulled trumps. Let us set up our hearts. Oh, it's ace-king doubleton. Well, that's odd. Interesting. Alright, we can win the diamond ace. So East is still sitting on the guarded 10 of hearts. Is there anything clever I can do? I think the answer is no. I don't really have the entries to do things that I want. Yeah, it looks like I just need to eventually lose a 2 tricks at the end here. I mean, diamonds might split, I guess. Maybe West switch to the 9 of diamonds from like 9-8-7 third or something like that. But yeah, I do suspect that the 5 of diamonds is not going to stand up. There's no way to throw East in, really, to lead a heart into the Queen 9. Alright. Yep, there's the 10 of hearts still in East Sand, and I mean, I guess I will try roughing a heart. Okay, West is too clever, not gonna pitch a diamond. So looks like we made our 9 tricks, but this is gonna be a pretty flat one. I feel like we have not had a great start to the day, unfortunately. Also, I don't know if anyone can hear like all of the children running around in the background. They just came home. I'm getting a little nervous. I mean, this has not felt like a good start to the day. Maybe other people are struggling. We got a 20 count on board 5. Let's persevere. We'll open 2-0. We will accept partner's transfer. I guess we could bid 4 spades. I know I don't have 4 trumps, but I do have all aces and kings. This hand is really good for a spade contract. Like, let's say partner has 5 spades to the queen and out. And let's say partner's like 3-2-3. No, 3-3-2 in the other suit. So we have 1 heart loser, no club losers. We have a diamond finesse. And we have 2 spade losers. Some small possibility that the ace of spades will be onside doubleton. I mean, it's not a great game. Yeah, it's really not a great game. I guess we should just bid 3 spades. Partner bids 3 no. I think we bid 4 spades. We do have the doubleton and a spade fit. Partner could be very distributional over there. I'm not that worried about partner having a singleton, heart, or club and no trump, but I am a little bit worried that partner's hand might be a bit devoid of entries. Alright. Partner is very distributional. And the opponents get off to the best lead of a trump. Wow. Okay. So trump is a very strange lead. I mean, I guess West could have like 10 third. Well, then the 6 of spades would be a weird lead. It's probably 6 doubleton is what the robots are doing. 6-5 doubleton. I guess it could be a singleton even. That makes me a little bit nervous about playing a diamond to the king. Because if West wants to lead a trump, it's probably because they have compromised holdings in all of the other suits. But I mean, they easily could have just let a club or a heart away from the queen. I think either way... Well, you know, one thing I didn't consider is trying to rough a bunch of things in North's hand. I was originally just staring at the 5-card diamond suit and thinking, oh, ace of spades, diamond to the king, eventually get over there, rough a diamond, and hope that I can set up North's hand. What happens if I try and play this as like a dummy reversal? Ace of spades, ace king of hearts, pitching, doesn't matter. Heart rough, club to the ace, heart rough, club to the king, club rough. It looks a little bit too slow to me. So I think going after diamonds is probably the right way to go. We'll probably also get information about the spade split if I hop up with the ace here. If East happens to have queen, jack, 10, 5, so spades are 4-1, then East will play the 5 on this trick. It just seems very unlikely to me that West is leading the 6 of spades from a 3-card holding. So I think East is pretty likely to have queen, jack, 10 or queen, jack, 10, 4th. And that'll give us a bit more info. So let's take a look. Okay, that's not great news for us, but it does kind of mean that if West gets in, West won't be able to play another trump. All right, so let's think. West led a stiff spade. That's real silly. So now how do I feel about this possible plan of roughing a bunch of things in North's hand? Because if spades were 3-2, it would make a lot more sense to try and go after diamonds. Diamond to the king, let's say it holds, duck a diamond, the opponents play back a trump, we win, ace of hearts, heart rough, rough a diamond, rough a heart back over, and then start running the diamond suit, for example. But with spades 4-1, we actually can never earn extra diamond tricks, I don't think. It would still be possible to get over to North's hand and rough a diamond with our small trump, which I think would be a productive thing to do. But it also might be effective to just try the other plan that I was talking about, rough a bunch of things in North's hand. So ace, king of hearts, pitching, say a diamond, heart rough, club to the ace, heart rough. Assuming this holds, club to the king, club rough. Assuming that holds, I could lead a diamond. There's also the question of, do I really want to play a diamond to the king? I think the answer is yes, but I'm a little bit less clear on that. Tough spot. Tough spot. I think this one's very close in terms of the two lines of play. If 4 rounds of hearts survive getting roughed and a 3rd round of clubs survives getting roughed, I think I'm in a pretty good position from there. But if East is able to overruff on one of these tricks and then continue playing trumps, I might lose the ability to rough a diamond in my hand. I think we should just lead a diamond. Diamond to the king is definitely the normal play. East could have the ace. I just think the singleton trump lead is so weird. Like, why is West leading a singleton trump? And there might not be a rational explanation for it, because I mean, if West has like queen fourth of clubs, obviously a club lead would be a lot more attractive than a singleton trump. It just kind of feels to me like West is more likely to have all of the missing high cards. So that, to me, makes it sound as if I should run the 10 of diamonds. Like, we can actually set up a diamond trick if East has queen or jack doubleton if I run the 10. Whereas if I play a diamond to the king, I actually don't get to score a diamond trick. I think I am going to run the 10 of diamonds. I mean, it feels overwhelmingly likely to me that West has the diamond ace. So, okay. Well, good news, good news, bad news, is that East actually has the ace of diamonds and hopped up. So we did squander a diamond honor. Not that it necessarily matters, I don't think. Jack of clubs comes back. We definitely want to unblock the diamond king to get a diamond ruff in our hand. Now what? The jack of clubs switch could be from a variety of holdings, but I think it's somewhat likely that East is short in clubs, and that's the reason they switched to him. So let's see. Even if I'm able to set up the long diamonds, I can't get back there to cash them. I think I mentioned this earlier. It's still important to get a ruff with the 9 of spades, but I guess what this means is we kind of want to... Maybe I shouldn't have cashed the king of diamonds so quickly. I might have needed that entry to ruff a bunch of cards in the north hand. Ace king of hearts, pitch a diamond, heart ruff, diamond ruff. Yeah, let's start cross-ruffing some tricks. I mean, I think this has to be the best way to start. Both opponents followed high-low and hearts. Feels natural to ruff a diamond right now, but I'm wondering if I should try and get another heart ruff in first. I think the answer is yes. If the king of clubs holds and I can ruff a heart, yeah, I think this seems like a great plan. I don't know if I'm going to be good at articulating why, but if I can play a club to the king and ruff a heart and it holds, then I can lead a diamond. And even if East shows out on this trick, which I think is possible, and East ruffs in with a middle spade, I don't have to over ruff. And then I can ruff a club with another middle trump, the 8 or 7 of spades. And even if East over ruffs, my king 9 of spades are eventually going to score. East will be kind of out of high trumps at that point. If I try and ruff a diamond and East pitches a heart, I do get my diamond ruff with the 9 of spades, but then I don't get a heart ruff. So, yeah, I think we want to try and score a second club trick and then ruff a heart. Okay, good. Now we can lead a diamond. East shows out, so we do get to score the 9 of spades. East is down to queen jack 10 of spades only, but there wasn't really much we could do about that. If we had, for example, crossed to the king of spades to ruff a club before playing this third diamond, then East would be able to ruff in on the diamond and then pull all of our trumps. So yeah, they get the rest, but plus 620 feels like an okay result, at least, given that the spade suit split so badly. I suppose, was there a line of play that I could have taken to make an 11th trick? I think there was. I think if I had correctly guessed that East had 3 clubs and 2 diamonds, the mistake I made was when I cashed that king of diamonds so quickly. It was this trick. I really needed to actually use that king of diamonds for all of the entries to hand to get a bunch of roughs. So if I had, we can pull this up quickly. Spade to the ace, diamond, jack of clubs. I win the ace, but what I could do is ace of hearts, king of hearts, pitching a diamond, I guess, heart ruff. Now use the king of diamonds to get back to my hand for another heart ruff. Then use a club to get back to my hand for a club ruff. And now, oh, actually, East is just down to queen, jack, 10 of spades. Wait, what am I thinking? East had 2 natural spade tricks and the ace of diamonds. Of course I can't do better than 10 tricks. I'm losing it. Okay. I thought, well, anyway, we could have taken 10 tricks a little bit of a different way, but this is all fine. Board 6. At least we went plus. Pass by East. We have a 16 count. Good spade suit. I think it's a bit rich to open a no trump. We'll open a spade. Partner bids a no trump. Okay, a couple of options. So we could bid 2-no. Invitational. I like doing so with solid or semi-solid spades. I think that we have a decent shot that if they make the wrong opening lead, we could just run a bunch of tricks in the spade suit. And on the outside, we have aces and kings instead of queens and jacks. So the ace of diamonds, king of clubs might just be quick tricks, and we can cash 9 or 10 tricks or whatever relatively fast. Obviously, the small singleton heart kind of argues against it, and I think our value bid is 3 spades, which is probably what the field's going to do. I am, I guess, tempted to bid 3 spades. This looks like a hand where we might have work to do in the play in terms of maybe guessing the club suit. If partner has ace 10 of clubs, we could try and guess the queen. If partner has queen 10 of diamonds, we could try and guess that suit. And for that reason, I think we'll be able to guess better than the field. So I like trying to just duplicate the field action in this case, I believe. I don't think 2-no trump is all that bad of a bid, but 3 spades might be a little bit higher percentage in this event. Partner is Q-bid. Oh my. Well, now we need to start constructing hands. So our range is very, constrained for this 3 spade bid, right? We have more than a 2 spade bid, but we're not quite good enough to game force on our own. So in terms of high cards, our hand is relatively fixed. You know, we're probably in the 15 to 17 range or somewhere in that vicinity. And also kind of in terms of distribution, our hand is relatively fixed. If we were 6-5, we would probably just bid 4 spades. If we were, if we had a void, we might just bid 4 spades. Or we might have started by bidding a side suit first and planned to bid 3 spades next to show 6-4. So our hand is excellent when it comes to looking for slam. The singleton heart is great. The good trumps are nice. The king jack of clubs are now nicely filled in with partner Q bidding the suit. Partner has the ace. And the ace of diamonds is a great control. So I think we do want to investigate slam, and I'm wondering what the best way to go about that is. I could bid 4-0. I don't think that's so unreasonable. I could just kind of lazily Q-bid 4 diamonds back at partner, but then we face a little bid of a dilemma if partner, say, signs off in 4 spades at that point. We do have a heart control, but if we didn't think our hand was good enough to bid slam, or to try 4-0 trump immediately over 4 clubs, then we didn't get any help over 4 diamonds. And this is a spot in real life I think you want to be very vigilant about thinking things through before you just lazily Q-bid 4 diamonds in a spot like this. Because in real life, if you Q 4 diamonds and partner thinks for a while and bids 4 spades, you can get into a lot of trouble if you then bid 4-0 trump. Whereas if we take our time considering what to do over 4 clubs, we might realize like we can just bid 4-0 on our own. I think this came up a little bit in the World Bridge games, so I'll touch on it. Like behind screens, there are ways to mitigate problems like this where, because your partner's not on the same side of the screen as you, you could just write a note to the opponent that you're playing on the same side of the screen with and say, I'm always planning to bid 4-0 trump. And like that would be what the note says. And so then you can bid 4 diamonds and pass that bid through the screen. And now the player on your side of the screen is at least aware that like you have a clear intention. So whether your partner takes a long time to think over the 4 diamond bid and potentially signs off, there's no UI. You already had come up with your plan. So you have to follow through. You can't like write this note and then have your partner think for a while and then you reconsider. You have to follow through on this plan. It's kind of an it's a, what's the word for it? It's a promise. And you have to keep your promise. But anyway, where we are here, the only reason I would want to bid 4 diamonds is if, for example, a 4 heart Q bid would turn me away from bidding slam. And I mean, I would be very nervous about partner Q bidding 4 hearts. If they did, like if their hand was like ace queen of clubs, ace of hearts, and they're like, hey partner, I have 2 aces for you, I hope this is good enough. It's really not, right? Now we have 2 diamond losers, and we're on a spade finesse for an 11th trick. But I mean, partner could have a hand that's like ace queen 5th of clubs, king of spades, and out. That would be a very reasonable hand for this 4 club Q. In which case we just have 12 cashers off the top. One thing I really like about 4-0 trump is that by bidding 4-0 now, the opponents don't know which red suit is right to lead. If I bid 4 diamonds and then bid 4-0 trump, the opponents will know that I have heart control. It just feels like a little bit of a different flavor to the auction, that North is not able to Q-bid hearts, yet South is still bidding key card. I think it implies that South's heart control is better than their diamond control. I could be wrong about that, but that's the way the auction sounds to me. So anyway, I'm going to bid 4-0 now. Partner has 2 key cards, no queen. So this is, I think we're basically in the hopeful scenario where partner has ace queen 5th of clubs and the king of spades. We'll bid the slam. Okay, it's not bad. Definitely not bad. We're in a position where if the spade finesse works, we're in great shape. All we need to do is ruff a club. If the spade finesse loses, we can still pick up the diamond suit. We have a guess for the diamond queen, so I'm very happy to be in the slam. I mean, partner obviously just has a game force. I don't know why the robots insist on bidding a no trump with a good 12 high card points and a fit. This seems crazy to me, but they do it so often. The big wake-up call, though, is the 4 club Q bid. So this is such a strange bid that it's really only made on a very specific type of hand, because one no trump, essentially non-forcing. I know that they play it forcing in the 2/1 context, but every modern player would play this as non-forcing or semi-forcing. 3 spades non-forcing. How can we get to a slam when both players are like kind of interested in signing off? Well, North has to have an absolute maximum with the best possible fit, and South also has to have a hand that, you know, is just maximum in terms of slam potential, which we both had. I mean, again, partner's hand is impossible, but that's a different story. So, heart lead. I think the first thing we want to do is try the spade hook. So let's do that. We'll lead the 9 of spades. Nine of hearts from east. All right, king of spades is offside. We do get a heart continuation. To the queen. Is it possible it's king, queen, third? Man, I did not watch the opening spot card lead. I had the singleton jack, and I think West led the 2. So it looks like hearts are 4-4. All right, let's pull a trump. We still need to ruff a club, but just in case the second round of clubs gets roughed, we probably should do this. West shows out. All right, let's ruff our club. So West started with 6 clubs, 1 spade, 7 of diamonds, discard from east. Let's pull the last trump. Diamond, discard from west. So West started with 6 clubs, 1 spade, 3 hearts and 3 diamonds, or 4 hearts and 2 diamonds. I'm tempted to cash the jack of spades. I don't think going down 1 versus going down 2 is going to cost a lot of match points. I believe that a lot of the field is going to have the auction 1 spade, 1 no trump, 3 spades, 4 clubs, 4 spades. Because a lot of the field just won't really understand why partners Q-bidding. They won't, you know, the thought process is I bid 3 spades to invite partner to bid a game. Partner has accepted my game try, so I bid a game. Many of them just won't think of getting to slam. If I thought if this was a better field, I would probably be a little bit more hesitant to cash the jack of spades here, because then if I misguess the diamonds, the opponents might get in with a singleton queen, for example, in the end position, and then cash a heart or a club. But here, I think the difference between down 1 and down 2 is probably pretty minimal in terms of match points. And there are some discards that can happen. For example, if West and East both discard hearts on the Jack of Spades, I have a complete count on the hand. Then I would know that West started with 4 hearts, 6 clubs, 1 spade, and 2 diamonds. So I could play a diamond to the king and run the Jack. I think West will pitch a club, but West pitches another diamond. So West still has 2 clubs left, right? I think we just play a diamond to the king. Yeah. Now take the finesse. I think I was going to take that line of play anyway if the opponents had discarded a little bit more properly on the Jack of Spades. But I'm happy that West made things easy for me in the end position. So 980. Finally feels like we got a good board. I mean, maybe 4 spades making 4 was a good board on board 5, but that finally feels like a good one. Good 13 count here, so we'll open a no trump. It is in our range, good 13 to 17. 2 spades, spades and a minor. Partner bids 2 no trump, Lebensal. Partner's probably planning to sign off in 3 diamonds, or potentially is planning to bid 3 no trump. We will make our forced bid. Oh! Whoa! What? Nice 2 no trump bid, pard. King, 5th of clubs, balance 7 count. Excellent. Well, we found our club fed. The opponents did have spades. And it looks like 2 spades was probably making. I mean, yeah, on a good day, we could score a spade, 3 hearts, and 2 clubs if everything is positioned well for us. But more likely than not, 2 spades was going to make. And in 3 clubs, it looks like we're doing quite well, especially after this opening club lead. So I think we just pull trumps and then play heart to the Jack. Try and pick up the suit for 4 tricks. If West has Queen Doubleton, for example, we can do so. Pitch a spade loser. Eventually ruff a diamond. So we're in great shape. This looks like another success for the good 13 to 17 no trump. I feel like we've been getting kind of random successes with this bid. All right, East does play the queen, so we'll win the ace. We'll pull a couple of trumps, maybe just 1. Heart to the Jack. I don't see any reason to do anything other than that. Okay, 2-10 Jack Queen is interesting. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter now the 9 of hearts is set up, but so we lose a diamond from here. Can pitch our spade. 10 Doubleton of hearts. So we were always picking off the 10 Doubleton of hearts. Kind of odd that West would just pop up with the 10 when we let a low heart, but there we have it. Plus 130. Another good result. All right, board 8. 3 passes come around to us in 4th seat. We have a nice hand, lots of spades. I mean, we could certainly do something like open 3 spades. I'm not sure that this is a great bid with our hand. I think our hand has a little bit too much offensive potential for this type of opening bid. We could just open 4 spades. I think that would be somewhat sensible. But also fairly committal. Like at teams, a 4-spade opener, I think, has a lot going for it. At match points, it could just be important to play a part score on this hand. So let's open a spade. Because we have the master suit, I'm not that worried about the opponents getting into the auction. I think the worst case scenario is that East is able to find a heart overcall at some point. Then West will know to lead hearts, which is the worst scenario for us, but... Alright, a spade, a no trump. I am very tempted by this bid, I just gotta say. We have a lot of quick tricks. I think it's a bit much. I mean, partner could have a spade void, and then it's just terrible. Even if partner has a spade singleton, this suit might not split. Okay, but so the options then are 3 spades or 4 spades, I guess, are the two possibilities. Or 3 no trump if I'm feeling frisky. I guess I like a 4 spade bid. Like, a lot of the time we're just going to have 9 tricks in our hand. And even if not, partner might provide 2 in the heart suit or 1 heart in the ace of clubs or something like that. Or they get off to the wrong lead. 4 spades kind of feels like a field bid also a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe the field bids 3 spades with this hand. It's just bid 4. We had trump lead. Okay. Well, we're cold for our contract. It does look like we also would have been successful in 3 no trump. Now, I suppose the question is, can we make a lot of tricks in this contract? And I think the answer is probably yes. Let's play low at trick 1. This is probably 5-4 doubleton, so the queen pops up singleton over here. So let me think. I guess I want to lead a club up right now. It doesn't really help us to score the club king. I mean, if we can, then we're just on a heart guess for an 11th trick. But even if we don't score the club king, then we can still just force out the ace and queen of hearts. And there's some chance that if West has the queen of hearts, that we can keep West off lead from pulling a second trump and ruff the jack of hearts anyway. So yeah, let's lead a club up. I mean, I assume I play the king. I assume, right? But there's just no way West is ducking the ace of clubs in a spot like this. We'll just play low. All right, there comes a heart, and now obviously West can pull the next trump. Okay. Let's overtake this and run all of our spades. East holding the heart queen might get very uncomfortable. Because East doesn't know we showed out in clubs. And of course, with West not giving count on the club trick, East has no idea what's going on in the suit. Of course, they should be able to work out what to do here, but it's not so clear for the robots, I don't think. Let me just try and think of exactly how I want to go about this. I mean, if someone has the king, queen of diamonds, and the queen of hearts, they technically do legitimately get squeezed. I can just play 2 spades, pitching 2 clubs. Well, let's pitch a club. So East still has the club ace. I don't think the a squeeze in hearts and diamonds has worked. If East has the heart queen, it would have meant that East switched to a low heart from queen doubleton, I think. Maybe East discarded a heart, but it would basically mean that East has kind of prematurely discarded one of their red suits on the run of spades, and I don't think that happened. So I think I want to keep the king of clubs to put a little bit more pressure on East specifically. I'm also kind of thinking that West has the heart queen and nothing really works. But I'm hoping that East kind of doesn't know what's going on. There's a heart pitch. Yeah. So East didn't know what was going on and kept the wrong thing at the end. Cool. Plus 450. I mean, it just kind of showcases that running a long suit is a powerful tool for declarer. But it is important to realize when running a long suit can be productive. Like if we had roughed a club back to our hand. Oh, also the ace of clubs was on side. What? No way. Why would West duck a club when I lead a club to the king? That's crazy! What are they doing? Oh no. Well, I almost got bamboozled, but thankfully East saved me by pitching a heart in the end. Oh my. What a disaster. A disaster avoided, at least. All right, board 9, let's focus, move on. We got a 20 count, 2 passes to us. We'll open 2-0. 3 clubs, Stamen. We'll show our spade suit. I think so. Opposite something like king 4th of spades, we definitely want to play in spades. We can get a club ruff. Oh. King, queen, 5th in the spade suit. We get the ace of diamonds lead. Oh, well, that's probably good news for us. We can pick up the diamonds now to pitch a heart. Well, 2 hearts, one on the club, one on the long diamond after pulling trumps. Important suit combination in the spade suit. All right, ace of diamonds, heart switch. Exciting. We'll win the ace. I don't want to let East in. West might have let a singleton ace of diamonds. In the spade suit itself, we can only pick up 4-0 spades in one specific instance, which is if West has 4 of them, so we'll start with the ace. Looks like it didn't matter this time. So we can pull trumps. Take the marked diamond finesse. Eventually on the way back, we can cash a club, cross in spades, take the diamond hook. So we only lose 1 heart from here. 450. Well, the heart suit was blocked, so I guess you're always going to make 450 on that one. Feels like a pretty flat board. I suppose you make 460 and no trump, given that the heart suit's blocked. You always pick up the diamonds eventually. All right, board 10. We got a 13 count. Is this worth upgrading? Good 13 to 17? I think it's borderline. We do have a couple of aces and a king. We have no jacks. We're lacking spot cards. I think this is not quite good enough that I want to open a no trump. It's close. It definitely feels close. A diamond is more going with the field, and I think this is another hand where we'll have decisions to make later that we can hopefully do better than the field. So I don't feel compelled to open a no trump. All right, a diamond 2-no invitational. I'm happy to raise. We're somewhat maximum for our weak no trump. Diamond lead. Didn't I open that suit? Why do they always lead my suit? All right, we got 4 diamond tricks. Our hands really don't fit very well. Partner does have an 11 with a bunch of spot cards, but aside from the queen of clubs fitting partner's club suit a little bit, we don't have a spade honor to go with partner's king jack 10. 4 diamonds, 2 clubs, a heart, and a spade gets us up to 8. The queen of spades is on side. We get up to 9. We do, I think, need to work on clubs somewhat early in the play. Hearts might provide a second stopper, but man, we don't have a great line of play here, I don't think. I think what I want to do is I want to win the opening diamond lead in the north hand and lead a club to the queen. And then if that wins, I'll play spade to the jack. The thing that makes me a bit nervous is the opponents know that North doesn't have 4 spades. Because the way the auction went, it started a diamond 2-no trump. So if a spade to the jack loses to the queen, they're going to work out that they should continue playing spades. And I may well just immediately go down from there. I don't think there's much I can do, though, if that's the layout of the cards. Is there any layout of the heart suit that I can force a second trick myself? Let me think. Like honor 8 doubleton with West, maybe? I guess I can force a second heart trick. Anyway, let's start out on my plan. Maybe West wins the queen of clubs with the ace and plays back a spade or something. All right, let's win the 10. Club to the queen. 5, 2, queen 10. Does that mean East has 5 clubs? Maybe East has 3 clubs and West has 4. All right, spade to the jack. Okay. That's good news. So we're up to 9 tricks. Assuming we knock out the club. Which I think I should probably do now. So I guess let's try the jack of clubs. I mean, I'm not expecting it to hold, but if I play the king, East will definitely win the ace. If I play the jack, maybe East ducks. So West played high-low in clubs. I mean, I could exit a low club here. I don't... It doesn't seem very likely to me that East started with ace 5th of clubs and didn't lead one. It's possible, though. I wonder if it's possible that East started with ace 3rd of clubs and has made the mistake to duck this trick, because I could then exit a low club. Is there any other way for me to get a 10th trick? Because it doesn't really cost. If I exit the 6 of clubs and West shows out and East runs 3 clubs, I pitch all my hearts. I claim the rest. Too bad. I could... I could try and play on the heart suit. I think it's just going to be too slow. If I lose 2 hearts, the opponents will be able to set up a spade at least. And that'll be 4 tricks. Yeah, let's try a low club. I don't think it's very likely this works. Okay, East just like forgot to lead from a 5-card suit. No problem. But 600. I assume we couldn't have done better. But you never know in these robot games. Sometimes if you just like start cashing high cards, the robots do something insane and you end up with over tricks. We got a 15 count here. Open a no trump. Did I say 15? We have 14. Either way, a no trump. Good 13 to 17, right? Who cares about the singleton diamond? One no trump, all pass. That's not so bad. It looks like we would have ended up here anyway. We open a club, partner bids a diamond, we bid a heart, partner bids a no trump, so we'd be declaring it from the other side. We wouldn't have gotten such a helpful club lead, but at least we got to the same contract. So we got 4 clubs from the lead, unless I do something silly later in the play. We have a heart. That's 5. We're almost there. We're pretty likely to get a spade trick just on power, unless we horribly misguess everything in the suit. I would like to get extra entries to the north hand. The question that I'm wondering is, should I try and put in the 10 of clubs here? Because if this lead truly is from length, which, let's be honest, there's no way West is leading from length against a no-trump contract. But if it was, I could score 2 club entries and either work on the heart or the spade suit. Probably spades. If this leads from shortness, obviously it doesn't matter what I do. East can always just hold off the jack until I play the 10. Something I have going for me is that the opponents don't know I'm 4-4 in the majors. They don't know I have a singleton diamond. So they're probably never going to touch diamonds themselves. We could win this in hand and play a diamond up. That might actually score us an extra entry. If we play a diamond to the jack and West has the queen, East might duck the ace here. So that's kind of tempting to me. I guess let's try the 10 of clubs. It's only really bad if East has exactly jack 3 doubleton, in which case we could win the ace and play low to the king and then the jack falls. But that seems like a pretty unlikely layout. Okay, good start. So now I think we work on the spade suit. That seems important. So in the spade suit itself, what's the best play? Something I've seen a bunch of people do in the robot games is they'll just lead a high card here. The 9 of spades, for example, and East will forget to cover from jack 3rd or something like that. I wonder if that's a good play against the robots. It's just been an eternity since I've played against like club level players. So I wonder if that's actually like the percentage thing to do. And it's clear that this is the percentage thing to do. In real life, you wouldn't want to do that. In real life, you would probably play low to the 10. But let me think for a second about what the actual percentage is. So I have one more entry to the north hand, King of Clubs. I mean, spade to the king is probably percentage, right? I feel like I haven't made much progress on the suit combination. let's think of some actual holdings that we can pick up. I mean, what does spade to the 10 even do? Like, maybe I'm supposed to play spade to the 7. Or, run the 6 or whatever. I could pick up honor 8 small in East's hand that way. Is that more likely than just the ace of spades over there? Ace of spades is 50-50. That's a simple one. Maybe slightly more than 50-50, given that it looks like West actually led from club length this time. Yeah, I mean, I think just spade to the king is the way to go about it. So spade to the 10, spade to the king, I think is the way to play the spade suit. We pick up ace of spades on side. I mean, I kind of don't want to use that second club entry to lead a second spade up. That's why I'm tempted to just play low to the king on the first round. But spade to the 10 does pick off queen jack third, for example, in East's hand. We'll definitely play spade. Let's see what East plays. Okay, East plays the ace. I probably could have just let a spade and East would hop ace and I wouldn't have needed to think for 5 minutes. Queen of Hearts switch. Huh. That is definitely a card. So East has turned up with Queen of Hearts. Probably not the King of Hearts, otherwise why would you lead the Queen? We'll win this. Ace of Spades. It makes me believe that West is likely to have the diamond ace. East might have found some sort of balance if they had at least 10 high card points and possibly more. So diamond to the king kind of looks tempting eventually. I wonder if I should continue playing on spades though. West played the 8 on the first round, which could be, could be a whole variety of things. Flying the ace of spades is a little weird. To switch to what, like queen doubleton or queen third of hearts? Pretty strange. I'm honestly wondering if I should lead low heart. Man, there's so many choices. I said earlier I didn't think the opponents were going to play diamonds, but if I lead a diamond to the king exposing the suit, I get very nervous. So I think what I want to do is work on one of the majors. I think if East had ace, queen, jack, fourth of spades, they wouldn't have hopped ace. They probably would have stuck in an intermediate spade card. Or played low, but one of those. So that makes me think it's either ace doubleton, or like ace queen or ace jack doubleton, in which case king of spades spade is what I want to do. Ace small doubleton would be bad. Then if I go king of spades spade, West cashes a couple spades, but that seems pretty unlikely given the queen of hearts switch. That would give West 4 spades and 4 hearts and whatever else. I think East could have ace jack fourth or ace queen fourth in the spade suit. Is possible that they would hop up with the ace. It would be a pretty strange play, but they might. In which case we could pick off the jack doubleton and West's hand. Yeah, I think let's go king of spades spade. Sure. Yep. They did it. Nice play in the spade suit, guys. Ace of diamonds. King of hearts. Alright, we got the rest. Made one. So, could we have done better? I mean, I was tempted to lead a heart towards the 9. Certainly they could switch to diamonds at some point and collect tricks on their own. We're plus 90. I mean, I don't feel terrible about the result, but I feel like we probably were entitled to 120 if we'd been a little bit more accurate. All right, board 12, this will mark the halfway point of the set. And I feel like we've had a bit of a turnaround after the first few boards. Yeah, hopefully we're back on track for another strong showing. Pass, a heart on our right. We pick up this hand. I personally think 2 diamonds is a pretty bad bid with this hand. There's a number of reasons for it. 1, we're vulnerable. 2, we have this doubleton queen of hearts. 3, we're 6-3-2-2, which isn't great shape. And we just don't have a very good hand. Like, favorable, sure. Of course I would overcall. Equal vulnerability, I mean, both non-vulnerable, probably. Both vulnerable, maybe. Like, yes, at imps, I think you probably should overcall 2 diamonds with a hand like this. And the reason is that if the opponents get to 3 no trump from the West, you really need partner to lead a diamond. That's the only way to beat that contract. So there's definitely some sort of big plus score that you're chasing. Well, avoiding a big minus score, I would say, would be the rationale for bidding 2 diamonds. But here, I mean, if they get to 3 no trump from the West, which is, I think, pretty unlikely, they might have a heart fid, in which case East plays 4 hearts, or East might be the one to bid no trump. Then you get to lead a diamond from your side anyway. Yeah, you do save the board in that scenario, but any other time, like if you just play 2 diamonds, it goes all pass. That's probably bad. If the opponents double you, obviously that's terrible. A bit unlikely that they would double you, but if they do, you're in huge trouble. So I really don't like the bid. I do strongly believe the field is all going to overcall 2 diamonds, though, on our hand. So the question is, like, how bad is the bid actually, that I don't want to, put myself in another scenario like board 2, for example, where hopefully the field also opens and rebids hearts. Maybe they preempt 2 hearts. But minus 200 was not a good result on that board, and minus 200 will not be a good result on this board either. I mean, we might make something. Partner would need a pretty good hand, and given that we have 12 and it's a best hand tournament, partner has to have something. I mean, even 12, 12, 12, partner would still have 4 high card points over there, and it's much more likely that partner has 8 or so than 4. I just don't think we want to be playing this hand. So I'm very tempted to just let this one go, let the opponents have their way in the auction. Whether I'm on lead or not, hopefully we figure out how to defend. Makes sense to me. I suppose there are some scenarios where I can bid later. If it goes a heart pass, a no trump, pass, pass, we could bid 2 diamonds at that point. It wouldn't be that crazy of a bid because we're balancing. It might still be a bad bid. But yeah, I'm going to pass. I feel very strongly about this call. Strong enough that I want to go anti-field. All right, a heart, 2 hearts, pass, pass. I mean, again, like, we can just count our tricks. We have 6 tricks in our hand. Why would we want to bid 3 diamonds? We're just going to let this one go. It could be the wrong thing to do, of course, right? Like, partner might have a club fit or something, or a spade fit, and we make 3 diamonds, but I think it's very anti-percentage to do so. Let's lead the king of diamonds. How did we do? Well, I mean, this actually looks like good news for us, the way dummy has turned out. Dummy has a 7 count and 3 diamonds to the ace, and dummy's flat. So I thought that there was going to be a somewhat decent chance we could beat this contract until this trick happened. All right, jack of clubs holds. Now a heart. Feels like Declare plays the ace here. Oh, okay. Huh? This is a really weird play. This is a really, really weird play. I'm going to leave partner on lead and trust they know what they're doing. I think the right defense is to play 3 rounds of spades. It seems... So East took 1 club finesse and then played on hearts. That makes it feel somewhat likely that East has maybe ace, king, 3rd of clubs and no extra entry to the dummy. Okay, partner plays back a diamond, which is good. I'm going to win the 10. And I think I want to go ace of spades, spade. Let me just think this one through. If Declare has queen, 3rd of spades, they're probably going to lose 3 spade tricks on their own power, but then again, I get a ruff, which I think is good for our side. Because again, there's no entry to dummy, so partner probably has king, 3rd of hearts or something like that over there. Maybe partner had ace 10, 3rd of hearts. Declare could misguess the heart suit by leading low on the next round. Declare probably does misguess the heart suit. Okay, hold on. Let's try and work out Declare's hand. They're limited to 12 highs. If I'm placing them with the ace, king of clubs, because they could have taken another club finesse. If their clubs were ace, queen, they could have just taken another club finesse rather than playing on hearts. And it feels like playing on hearts wasn't very successful for them. So I think Declare has ace, king of clubs, nothing in diamonds. Let's give him king, 5th of hearts. So king, 5th of hearts. Ace, king of clubs. They would be limited to 12 high card points. That's already 10. They can't have the spade king. So I think I really do want to get a spade ruff. I mean, I did just kind of work out a scenario where this was bad for me, which is if Declare has queen empty third of spades, they're probably going to misguess the spade suit, and they have a chance to misguess hearts anyway, so the spade ruff prevents them from misguessing spades, and it compromises our trump holding, so Declare only loses one heart from there. But that would still be down one. I mean, we get a plus score. Let's just go ace of spades, spade. Okay. Partner has king whatever. King, queen, fifth, it looks like. I think we just stick Declare back in hand with the queen of diamonds now. That seems pretty reasonable to me. Ace of clubs. King of clubs? No, ace of hearts. Now the king of clubs. Yeah, so partner gets the last trick with the heart king. This was a very confusing line of play from Declare. I don't understand what happened. I mean, they could have just gone ace of hearts, heart, pulling trumps. I get what they tried to do. They tried to duck a round of hearts and then pull a second round so that they could protect against 4-2 clubs, roughing their fourth club in the west hand. But of course, they concede an extra trick on this layout. So plus 50, good result. We did find the spade switch. We worked out kind of exactly what East hand looked like, which was nice. Now, do we make something is an important question, because if we were making 3 diamonds, obviously we would want to be there. We have 3 clubs to lose, a diamond, and a heart. Looks like we make 2 diamonds. So had we bid out to 3 diamonds, or had we overcalled 2 diamonds and then found ourselves into a contract later, we might have gone down. Feels like plus 50 is a good result. All right, halfway through. We got an 11 count. We're in third seat. Best hand tournament. We don't have spades. There is a chance if we pass that West just passes it out and it actually was the opponent's hand for a spade contract. I guess I'm going to open. I think it's a lot more likely that we're going to go plus just because it is best hand than we go minus. So if I was told that I could just earn a pass out on this board, I would probably turn that down in favor of trying to get a plus score. All right, I heard 2 clubs Drury, but best hand style, I don't see any reason to investigate game. At imps, I'd be somewhat tempted. The singleton spade could just be working, but here I'm just going to sign off in 2 hearts. Ace of diamonds lead. Looks like we've kind of done okay. We have 2 diamonds, we have a spade to lose. Presumably at least 1 club loser. This is also another unsupported ace. Can we get a count on how many times that they've led unsupported aces throughout the set today? It's like every hand almost. So there is some chance they get a diamond ruff, which might not be the end of the world for us. I think I'm going to try and prevent it by dumping the queen and jack of diamonds on the first 2 rounds of the suit. Jack of clubs switch. Yep. Okay, yeah, that's certainly a card. I think we want to hop up with the ace. I mean, it seems as if West probably has the singleton ace of diamonds, so we can't really afford to put in the queen and let East in. East will go king of diamonds, diamond ruff. If hearts are 4-1, we might lose out on our late club trick because we're going to run out of trumps, but or we might run out of trumps. But yeah, it does seem like we need to hop up with the ace and pull trumps here. All right. So we can pull a third trump, which I definitely will in a second. I'm wondering... if there's any way to swindle the opponents out of a trick here somehow. I think the answer is no, but what I'm gonna do, I wanna lead a low club from the north hand. East with the king might not hop up with the king, and I can score the 10 of clubs. This just isn't gonna work. East will get in with the king of diamonds and then cash the club king. So okay, new plan. Let's pull the last trump. Let's lead a diamond to the 10. 9 of diamonds to the 10. And then try and lead. East will probably win the king. And East might return a diamond. We can then win the 8 and lead a low club. And then we'll have, I don't know, some hope that if we run the red suits, they miss discard. Probably not. But this feels like maybe our best shot. Diamond to the king. East returns a spade. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Alright. We got the rest. Ace, 4th of diamonds. Nice lead, guys. They could have gotten their diamond rough. Ace of diamonds, diamond. Spade over, diamond rough. Didn't figure it out. Plus 140. Alright, board 14. Club on our right. We got 12 count. Happy to overcall heart, I think. So let's start with that. 2 clubs, good heart support. 3 clubs on our right. Well. East does not have a good hand. So this bit is kind of confusing in context because West doesn't have values, right? West could have bid over heart. They didn't. They don't have values. This should show a very good hand in an auction like this, because otherwise you're risking running into something like this, but possibly where I have the 9 of clubs as well, and then you're just going to get slaughtered in this contract. So I think what's going on is East has a very long club suit, because they're limited to 12 high card points, right? That's why this bit is so confusing to me, is that East has at most 12 high card points, so they have a minimum opener. How could they possibly have a 3 club bid? They must be very shapely. Partner showed a good hand. I mean, it's tempting to double, because we do have 2 club tricks, and we might get a diamond rough. And partner has some values over there, right? We have also outside aces, so in our own hand, we have 3 tricks. Partner showed some stuff. I kind of like double. I mean, I am not interested in bidding more hearts. That's one thing that I'm pretty keen on. I think a lot of the field is going to look at this and be like, well, we have so much more than our minimum overcall. Partner showed a good hand. Of course we want to bid 3 hearts because partner's like void in clubs. But a big problem is that, assuming our assumption about East's hand is right, hearts could be 5-0 between the opponent's hands, and I think are pretty likely to be that. Now, partner might have 4. Partner could have 4 card support, or even 5, in which case maybe partner will pull our penalty double. But if partner only has 3 hearts over there, I think West is odds on to have heart length and possibly some good trumps, given that our hearts are so weak. So bidding 3 hearts could just turn a plus position or plus score into a minus score. Yeah, I'm going to double. I don't know if this bid ever makes sense. I don't think this bid ever makes sense from a partner. Maybe if they have 5 hearts. Anyway, we're done at this point. We've done our best. Let's see how we did. Okay, partner does have 5 hearts and a club void. I take it all back, partner. I apologize for calling you out. King of Diamonds lead. Wow. So king from ace king. Anyway, partner has 10, we have 12. East is limited to 12. So if this is a true card from ace king or king queen, East probably has all or almost all of the missing values. 9 of diamonds from East. Heart switch. Okay. So if this is from Jack 10 third, we have some work to do. If this is from a doubleton or a singleton, then we're obviously in good shape. I mean, we're going to make the contract. And the question is just how many overtricks can we get? The fact that West didn't continue diamonds is a little odd. Maybe that means West has ace king 6th and East has queen doubleton. It was queen 9 doubleton even. So maybe even if hearts are 3-0, we can actually set up the Jack 8 of diamonds. We could discard a spade. Well, we could ruff a diamond, discard a spade on the Jack and 8, forcing out the missing honor as ace queen doubleton or ace doubleton falls in the diamond suit, and then use the ace of clubs to pitch a spade and ruff a spade, so we only need to ruff 2 things in the south hand. Let's see if the trumps split. I don't think we have a great chance at a squeeze if the trumps... Even if the trumps split. Let me think about this. Let's say I win the queen of hearts. East follows. Ruff a diamond, heart to the ace, ruff a diamond, ruff a club, ruff a diamond. Ace of clubs, pitch a spade. Run the trumps. East holding 4 spades and the king, queen of clubs would get squeezed. East could easily be 4... I mean, pretty unlikely that East has 4 spades. They could have been 2 spades here if they wanted to. But let's say they didn't because partner didn't make a negative double. They could be like 4, 1, 2, 6. I think East has at least 7 clubs. But that's probably my best chance at a squeeze. All right, let's win the queen of hearts. East shows out. So kind of saw that coming. All right. Yeah, so now we can't take this plan of roughing 3 diamonds in the south hand. I think we need to fall back on East having that queen 9 doubleton, for example. Yeah, queen 9 doubleton in the suit is going to be the plan. So I guess let's win this and ruff a diamond. Could I have ruffed 3 clubs? I mean, I can't anymore. I do wonder if I'd won the 9 of hearts in hand, club ruff. Spade to the ace, club ruff. Diamond ruff, club ruff. I could have. That would have been a much easier way to get up to 11 tricks. And it's, I think, completely safe. Maybe I didn't give it enough credit. I was so focused on the possibility of squeezing East in the black suits, which I think is very remote. That's why I wanted to win the Queen of Hearts. I wanted to start roughing diamonds. Okay, yeah, let's rough the 5 of diamonds. Hope we get lucky in the diamond suit. Otherwise, maybe spades are 3-3. Queen? Okay, ace. Same deal. Great news. So now we can actually just pull trumps. Because we had the singleton 10 of diamonds, the ace, king, and 9 have all been played. Just the queen of diamonds is outstanding between the jack and 8. We can pitch a spade on the ace of clubs, pitch a spade on the jack of diamonds, eventually rough a spade in hand. So we lose just one more trick from here after pulling some trumps. 450. Oh, East didn't need to make the mistake of popping up with the diamond ace, but spades were 3-3. So it looks like we were going to be okay anyway. 450. Probably a good result. I mean, in 3 clubs, they would... So East did have 7 clubs, by the way. It looks like we'll beat 3 clubs, but obviously 450 is a better result than 3 clubs doubled. We have a good 17 count. It's not good enough to upgrade, but happy to open a no trump with this one. Top of our range. 3 clubs, transfer to diamonds. Sounds good. We gotta follow partner's advice. 3 diamonds, all pass. Okay, here we are. King of Hearts lead. Missed out on our club fit. Shame on you, partner. I wonder if this would be a useful hand for the sort of 2-no gadget that a lot of people play, transfer to diamonds, or weak with both minors. Like, would you bid 2-no with this, and then upon hearing partner say 3 clubs, effectively rejecting a diamond try, you could pass, hoping that partner has better clubs than diamonds. Well, partner does have better clubs than diamonds. Anyway, King of Hearts lead. I guess... we can be a little careful in how we play the diamond suit, if we want to be. I was going to say we could cross to the north hand and play a diamond to the 9, cross to the north hand by roughing a spade, but it's more likely that we pick off a singleton king, queen, or jack in West than a singleton 5 or 6, 3-2. Maybe slightly mitigated by the fact that West has led the King of Hearts, so West has more honors than expected, which means they're less likely to have a diamond honor, only slightly. So yeah, I suppose then we really should just go ace of diamonds, diamond, pull trumps. Nothing fancy about this one. Unfortunately, this is just going to be a very flat board. All right, we lose a heart and a diamond. And we got the rest. 130. I think that's the first board that I've felt has been guaranteed to be a 50%. Maybe not. I mean, I guess some players in the field might open a club or something like that. Rebid 2-no. How is 3-no, by the way? That's an important question on hands like this. It looks like the opponents should have plenty of time to work to set up spades. West might lead the King of Hearts against 3-no, but eventually someone's going to get in, and after cashing hearts, they're going to switch to spades. So declare we'll never get the diamond set up. Not in time, at least. So maybe we earn a few match points against those pairs. All right, board 16. Oh my. We have what, 19? 21. and pass a heart on our right. Wow. So something the robots are notoriously bad at is understanding power doubles. Like, we are supposed to make a takeout double with this hand because our hand's too good to overcall 2 clubs. But they have a really hard time understanding what happens after we double and bid a new suit. It's like the description could be off by 3 cards and 12 high card points. I'm going to start with double, but we might have to get a little bit creative later in the auction, depending on what happens. 2 hearts. Pass back to us. I'm going to double again, and I'm going to bid 3 clubs over partner's 2 spade. I'll probably bid 3 clubs. We'll see what I'm showing by hovering the description. But that would be the normal thing to do on this hand. The second double shows a better hand than the first double, although generally it would just tend to be like a 4-1, 4-4, 12 count. It would just be used to distinguish mostly between the 4-2, 4-3 hand types and 4-1, 4-4. But once we then bid a new suit, like we could have doubled and bid 3 clubs here, doubling a second time and then bidding 3 clubs shows an even better hand. So let's double again. Partner, of course, bids 2 spades. We get 3 hearts on our right. Do I go after this? Wow. Man, it is, I mean, it's very tempting at these colors. Like 4 clubs, I think, is the down the middle bid. Let me think about this. If we're beating 3 hearts, am I just making 5 clubs? Because if so, I mean, maybe I should just bid 5 clubs. Partner basically needs like an entry and the 10 of clubs, but then we're probably making 6. Huh. I mean, if partner has an entry, like if partner has the spade king, we're probably getting 500. And I don't think the field is getting to 6 clubs. But before I go thinking about doubling 3 hearts, okay, double is takeout again, so partner's always going to run. Okay, we'll forget about doubling 3 hearts then. So the question, I suppose, is then 4 clubs or 5 clubs? Let me make sure that these bids show clubs. I mean, just this description is priceless, right? They think I have 3 spades because I made a takeout double. They just can't get it through their like processor that when you make a power double, you don't have to have support for the other suits. You just have a hand that was too good to overcall 2 clubs. But yeah, so my 4 club bid promises 4 card diamond support somehow. Would a 5 club bid also promise it? Yeah, a 5 club bid would promise a spade fit. This is, I mean, it's just terrible. There's nothing you can do to actually show your hand. I guess I'm going to bid 4 clubs. I mean, even if partner has the jack of diamonds as an entry, they might only have a singleton or doubleton club, in which case we might still have a trump loser, unless East has honored doubleton, king doubleton in the club suit. Partner's very likely to be completely broke on this type of an auction with both East and West bidding a lot. I still think there's a decent chance that we want to double 3 hearts for penalty, but since we can't, I have kind of disregarded that possibility. Let's bid 4 clubs. Yeah, this is just not... Okay, we need to think for a second here. Let me look at 5 clubs. They still think I have a spade fit. So I feel like partner probably has 5 spades. Should I just let this go? I mean, there's a big problem with letting this go, which is that if they play 2 rounds of hearts, I might not have a fast way to partner's hand to pull more trumps. and they might still cash a bunch of hearts. I mean, hearts are probably 6-3, so maybe they only get to cash one heart. I think I'm going to let this go. I mean, I'm very nervous because the description says 4 or more spades for the 4-spade vid. The big issue is they believe that I have 3 spades for my power double. I mentioned this before I doubled, and there's no way to fix the description for the robots, unfortunately. I hope that the field has trouble with this hand as well. Like, I think the field is probably going to bid 4 clubs and then just bid 5 clubs and be like, no, partner, we're playing clubs. And then they're going to hear 5 spades from their partner, and they're going to be worse off. So I think there's a possibility we just win the board by passing out 1 level lower in a spade contract. 4 spades might make. I mean, partner could have 6 spades. You know, just because partner has no high card points doesn't prevent them from having a long spade suit. They wouldn't necessarily have bid 2 spades over 2 hearts just because they have 6 of them, if they're like 6-3-2-2. Let's let it go. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, it's actually unbelievable. Like, I don't... Oh, it pains me so much. It pains me so much. I do wonder if we had bid 5 clubs, would partner have passed, or would partner bid 5 spades? Like, I mean, 4 spades is insanity. Like, why would you do that over 4 clubs? Unless partner thought 4 spades was forcing, like a Q bid. They don't even have a Q bid. Okay. Let's focus. We can still earn some match points if we try and take as many tricks as we can. I mean, the opening club lead is pretty clearly a singleton, I think. Well, I don't think we can go ace of spades spade. If the opponents are smart, they'll be able to pull all the trumps and run hearts. And even if they're not, they might just play 3 rounds of hearts and we get tapped in the north hand, and then they'll still pull trumps later and run hearts. So I don't think we can take that line of play. We could certainly just start running clubs. East will rough in a few times, but that might mitigate the damage, especially if East has long spades, which is somewhat unlikely. East has at least 6 hearts, so pretty unlikely East also has 4 spades. I mean, they could be 4-6-2-1. It's possible. Much more likely they're 3-6-3-1. But I don't really see another option. I think we do need to just start playing on clubs. Ace of spades and a spade doesn't work. We already talked about that. If I play the jack of hearts, I don't even have an entry back to North's hand to get a heart ruff. Unless clubs are 2-2. What a disaster. All right. There's a ruff. Jack of spades. Sure. I guess we'll win. Let's keep playing clubs. Okay. So it does look like East started with, what was it? Queen, Jack, 10, third of spades. They've ruffed twice, they've played one round, so we can start running clubs through West. And looks like we're down 2. Not a great result, but maybe we salvage something for minus 100. I mean, man, if only we could have just like played 5 clubs or even 4 clubs would have been fine. If partner had decided to pass 4 clubs, so be it. I mean, this is a hand where partner should not be passing 4 clubs. They have king third. Like our double then 4 clubs shows a very good hand. We're kind of telling partner, hey, we have 10 tricks in our own hand. King of clubs is our 11th trick. They should be able to work that out. But there we have it. Just power doubles are impossible with the robots. That's the lesson learned. All right. We have a nice 14 count. Partner's opened a diamond. I am very tempted to do something like just bid 3 now with this hand. I really don't like 3 small diamonds, but... And I'd be obviously happier if I had a spade stopper. But 6 solid hearts. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do it, actually. This is kind of the perfect type of hand for a 3 no trump bid. Where we're expecting to take 6 heart tricks. And we have a bunch of quick tricks. And also, I think it's very likely that West holding 3 small hearts or something would just lead a heart. The robots frequently like to lead from weakness against no trump. So even if they could run the spade suit, they might not. I'm going to give it a go. I mean, certainly, you know, I would bid a heart in normal games, but 3 no trump I think has a lot going for it. And how do we do? We get a diamond lead, of course. Yep. that makes sense. Let's just lead dummy's suit. Why not? It could be from the king. Man, how big of a play would it be if I played the ace of diamonds, ran the hearts, and then ducked a diamond to East King Doubleton? What a dumb opening lead. Why am I facing this problem? Okay, first off, let's try and think about 4 hearts, because that's going to be the field contract. The field is going to respond to heart. Here, partner bid a no trump. And I don't think the field is going to raise 1 no to 3 no, even though, once again, I think that's a pretty good bid with the south hand. The field is just going to game force and hearts or bid 4 hearts. So in that contract, if the king of diamonds is offside, they'll probably get a diamond lead as well. And they'll win the ace, they'll pull trumps, and then they'll probably... I don't know. There's a lot of options in 4 hearts. I mean, one of them is to then run the jack of spades, hoping that West has one of the spade honors. They would probably cover if they did, in which case we could pitch a club on the last spade. We kind of have these options available to us in no trump, but it's a little bit more constrained because we can't just win the ace of diamonds, run hearts, and then run the jack of spades. The opponents will switch to clubs. So while we could hop up with the club ace and pitch a club loser, we don't get to rough clubs. We don't have a trump suit. So I think what I really need to do is try and figure out what's going on in diamonds. Let's take the hook. I mean, if the king of diamonds is on side in a heart contract, they're just going to take diamond finesses. So I don't think we can afford to lose a diamond trick if the king of diamonds is on side. Yeah, I would love to make the hero play of ace of diamonds, heart over, duck a diamond, or something like that, but that feels like a big position to take. All right. King of diamonds. 10 of hearts switch. Cool. So fortunately, this means if this is singleton 10, we can at least pick up the heart suit before our ace of clubs gets knocked out. So I think we do want to test the hearts now. I mean, if I know hearts are splitting, I would really like to try running the jack of spades immediately. Because I want to preserve as much communication as possible between the hands. Like, I would very much like to test the diamonds and see if they're 3-3 before I run all of the hearts. But if I cash the king of hearts and they split, and then I run the jack of spades and east wins, I mean, presumably west will cover the jack of spades. So I won't have this uncomfortable guess, but if I do, I run the jack of spades, east wins, and east plays a club. I have to win the ace, and then I have to run the heart suit, and I have to guess what to keep from the north hand. Then I also have to guess if I'm taking a spade finesse. Anyway, I think it is important enough that we need to make sure that the hearts split to cash the king. Okay, they do. So let's lead the jack of spades. West is 100% covering if they have either the queen or king. I think a human would almost always cover the jack here. So yeah, there's the queen of spades. We get to win the ace. And now we can just knock out the last spade for 11 tricks. So probably a good result. Diamonds were 3-3. So we could always have made our 11 tricks on this one. Board 18. We got a 14 count, so that's right in the middle of our no trump range. 2 clubs by partner. Do I want to deny a major by bidding 2 diamonds? This isn't exactly the heart suit that I would want to conceal from the opponents. You know, a heart suit that's like queen jack fourth is a little bit more attractive to conceal, because then they might just go ace king and presume that they can play a third round and clear the suit, and we gain 2 tricks. Here, by concealing a heart, it's probably good for the opponents to attack hearts if they get there. So I think I'm going to show hearts to partner. All right, we found a fit. 10 of clubs lead. Well, well, well. Lots of choices in the play. So partner is a 10 count, which means if we had opened a club and partner bid a heart and we bid 2 hearts, that might end the auction. So to that end, I would really like to just try and make the contract. And the 10 of clubs lead helps, but we still have a lot of work to do. We have a diamond loser, we have a spade loser, probably. No club losers, but now we need to pick up the heart suit. Given the 10 of clubs is likely to be from shortness, just because it's the robots, either singleton or doubleton 10, I think that means I would rather play west for heart length, and therefore I want to lead the Jack of Hearts and run it, playing East for Honor Doubleton. The alternative is I could play West for Honor Doubleton. I'm a little bit nervous. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous because if I win the Jack of Clubs, I'm not really in the right hand to play on hearts. But I think it's okay. I can lead a diamond to the queen. And even if it loses and a club comes back, the opponents don't have communication to East's hand to get a club ruff. Now, of course, I could be wrong. West might be leading from 10-9 fourth of clubs, and I really do need to work on the trump suit immediately. I mean, I guess I could win the Jack of Clubs and cross in spades to lead the Jack of Hearts. I could win the King of Clubs. It's probably not so crazy to win the King of Clubs given the robot's lead tendencies. Like, when have we ever seen West lead from Queen 10-9? I think never. There's still a lot of work to be done, even if I pick up the hearts, though. Yeah, don't I need 4 club tricks? I think I need 4 club tricks. So it could be 10-9 third, in which case it kind of doesn't matter what I do. If it's 10 doubleton, I could win the king and hook the 8. Not immediately, but eventually. Huh. Okay, lots of possibilities. Well, I think I do need to work on hearts pretty quickly, and for lack of anything better to do, I do want to just run the Jack of Hearts, play East for the shortness. So I think that means let's win the King of Clubs and run the Jack of Hearts. We'll work out what to do later. West will probably win and just return another club. So that'll clarify the club position for us, which is beneficial. Good start. All right, there comes the 2 of clubs. Back to the queen and ace. So I think we cash the ace of hearts, hope that the queen drops. No! No! All right, let's lead a low diamond. West was on top of it. Flew ace. Rude. Plays back the 9 of clubs. Interesting. Well, oh, it was 10-9 fourth. Man, so if I knew the club split, I could have picked up the hearts. Unfortunate. Yeah, our last hope is that East has exactly 3 diamonds. Although, of course, they could have just roughed this trick. I don't know why they didn't, in fact. We do need to throw East in with the Heart Queen to lead away from the Spade King, so I don't think that's what's going on. But yeah, if I try and cash the 7 of clubs, East will ruff and return a diamond, so I think I need to go King of Diamonds, Diamond, ruff, and exit a heart. And just hope that East is end played. That seems like the only plan. Also seems pretty unlikely to work, but we'll give it a shot. It doesn't really cost us. Jack of spades? No! No! We were the 10 of spades off. We were so close to making this. Alright, minus 100. That feels a little bit bad. Because we did upgrade, of course, into our no-trump range, and the field I don't believe is going to get there. 6 boards to go. We got 15. We'll open a no-trump with this one, as will the field. Accept partner's transfer. 3 diamonds. Showing a second suit. We'll show our heart fit. Oh, I forgot. 3 hearts apparently shows a maximum, which is lunacy. Like, why would we want to take up room by jumping to 4 hearts in an auction where partner's unlimited? Do I want to pretend like I have extras? I mean, my hand is somewhat slam suitable, but I do have a lot of wasted black suit cards. We'll jump to 4 hearts. Diamond lead. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a hand. I mean, big decision, a trick one, I think. So this is either a singleton or doubleton. If it's a doubleton, it might not matter what we do. If it's a singleton, it could be correct to win the king and take a spade finesse to pitch a club, trying to cut communications. Obviously, if West has the king of spades and then East has the ace of clubs, this is going to go very poorly. But we could take that line of play. That might be more of a day 2 line of play than anything else. Or sorry, day 3 line of play. Like if we, and especially towards the end of the round, if we feel like we need a good board, then that would be a way to effectively generate a top or a bottom. Because I don't think the field would ever consider doing that. And it doesn't feel better than 50-50 to me. Maybe even slightly worse than 50-50, given the difference in diamond length. I mean, we obviously could just lead a heart to the king. That seems like the most straightforward plan. Is heart to the king. West getting a diamond rough isn't necessarily that bad. West is likely to have heart length, so we were going to lose that 3rd round of hearts anyway. I mean, there's also the possibility that West doesn't know which black suit to play. So if we lead a heart up and West has like ace doubleton or ace third, they might hop up with the ace and not know which black suit to lead. We might get a spade into our ace queen anyway. So yeah, I think it's a little bit too much of a risk to play spade to the queen. So yeah, let's win the ace of diamonds and play a heart to the king. I think we play the king. I mean, West could be putting in the 10 from ace jack 10 or ace queen 10, so the king might just win. And even if East has ace doubleton, it doesn't really help us to duck. Remember, there are diamond roughs coming. So ace of clubs cashes. Now a diamond comes back. No! King of spades was on side. Rude. Very rude. All right. Down one. So could have made it. Could have made it, but I think we did all right. Board 20. Partner opens a club and we pick up an 18 count. Ooh. All right, let's start with a spade. Partner bids a no trump. Okay, now we can kind of evaluate. Partner's 12 to 14. We have 18. We have a lot of aces and kings. We could check back for a spade fid. I think we probably should. That'll give us some more information to work with. So let's start by doing that. Partner bids hearts. And supposedly limits their hand somehow. 12 to 13 high card points. So can partner have spades? I'm just going to fish around for what bids mean. 3 no trump, 13 to 20. Because we wouldn't do something else with a 20 count after partners open the bidding. We would just sign off in game. Right. Let's think about some 13s. Partner holding 4 hearts makes it very unlikely that they have 5 clubs, although I suppose possible. They could be 2-4, 2-5. So let's give partner 2-4-3-4 shape and come up with some hands and see how many tricks we have. Queen doubleton of spades, right? That would be a good card. King, 4th of hearts. Queen, 3rd of diamonds. Ace, jack, 4th of clubs. That's 12. We have 5 spades, 2 hearts, 2 clubs, and a diamond is 10. And then we would need to bring home both the club and the diamond suits for an extra trick, or possibly the club suit home for 2 extra tricks. So slam's not great, and that's a pretty good fitting hand. Now if you bump that jack of clubs up to the queen of clubs, we're in better shape. But if partner has, is missing the spade queen, I think we're in pretty bad shape. I think I'm just going to sign off in 3 now. Yeah, that seems reasonable to me. Even if partner has 3 spades, I would probably rather play this in 3 now. I mean, sure, partner could have a doubleton diamond. We could get a diamond ruff, but maybe we just take the same number of tricks and no trump anyway. All right, diamond lead. Partner does have the queen of spades. Partner does have that ace queen of clubs, but it looks like we're on a heart finesse for a potential slam. Partner has a good 13 count over there. 6 of diamonds lead. So either this is from something like 6, 9, 8. I think I'm going to play the 7. Or it could be top of a doubleton. It could always be top of a doubleton. Could have the jack. I mean, I would say the normal play is to maybe stick in the 10. That way you don't have any sort of uncomfortable guess later if you do end up leading a diamond towards the king 10 later in the play. But I think there's a decent enough chance East is leading low from 9, 8, 6 that I'll try the 7. Okay, 6, 7, 8. It looks as if this is 6 doubleton to me. So let's win the queen. And I guess let's take a hard hook. They cash the ace of diamonds. We got the rest. So clubs did split, and the ace of diamonds was on side. Had we stuck in the 10 of diamonds, we would have had the option to try and play for the clubs to split, pitch our heart loser, and then knock out the diamond ace. Spades were also not 5-1. 690 is available, but I think it's a bit much to play for it. What have we got here? 15, 5-4-2-2. We'll open a no trump. Partner with Stamen. This is one of these hands I think I want to conceal my major suit. Might not work so well against human opponents, but against the robots I think it's going to go just fine. Partner bids 2 no. We only have 15, but we do have a nice 5-card heart suit that has been concealed and probably will provide a source of tricks, as the opponents are either likely to lead it at trick 1 or probably switch to it when dummy comes down with a doubleton. I don't like the jacks. Jack of diamonds, jack of spades. Those are not going to be as helpful to me. I think I'm going to let it go. The field will probably open this a heart. Get a no trump response. Maybe get a spade response. Rebid 2 clubs or something. They'll end up in 2 hearts. We could have a big heart fit. I mean, I'm overlooking this possibility because it's unlikely, just percentage-wise, that we happen to have 9 hearts, but it's possible, in which case the field will be in a heart part score. I'm gonna just play in a no trump part score. I don't think we need to get to game on this one to do better than the field. Diamond lead. Lovely. So we do have a big heart fit. All right. Let's see what happens in the diamond suit. Low? Yes! 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 Alright, wonderful. So East didn't want to fly king. They've like king 10 or something. They just put in the 10. This is a tough position for the defenders. I mean, we shouldn't be making light of the robots' situation here. They had a difficult choice and got it wrong. But I think they did the most natural thing. So we can technically pick up 4-0 hearts in either direction if we want to guess who's more likely to have 4 hearts. It appears as if West has led from ace 4th or ace 5th or ace 6th of diamonds. So I guess that makes it more likely East has long hearts. All right, let's lead low to the ace then. Long think from West, 4 of hearts. Don't show out. Okay. I was so nervous the lag got me. All right, let's run the heart suit. Maybe the opponents make a mistake in the discard, in discarding. Diamond pitch from East is interesting. That has to mean they have at least king doubleton remaining, so club pitch from West. Another club pitch from West. Wow. Another diamond pitch from East. So I guess West led from ace 4th and East had king 10 5th to start with. Okay. I guess let's see if the clubs split. I don't think they will, but may as well try it. West pitches a diamond. So is it safe to exit a club? Because it sets up an extra club in our hand. I think West has 2 diamonds and East has 1 remaining. Or sorry, I think both opponents have 2 diamonds remaining. So I think we're good to exit a club. They can cash 2 diamonds, but then we have the 4 of clubs set up. Ah. All right, well, we get our ace of spades in the end. Plus 150. King 10 fourth. So he's just pitched down to stiff king of diamonds. What's the problem? How do people do in hearts? So in hearts, they're going to take 5 hearts, 3 clubs, and a spade as 9 tricks. We were very fortunate that we scored a diamond trick, therefore. Plus 150 is going to beat out all the pairs that get to a heart part score and get plus 140. So good result for us. 3 boards to go, pass by East. We have 14, we'll open no trump. Partner with Stamen. Again, I think I'm tempted to just not show the heart suit here. This is another one of these that I specifically mentioned Queen Jack fourth earlier when I was talking about this. All right, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3 no, so we do have a heart fit. This isn't great. In hearts, we would be able to strip the hand and then end play someone into taking 10 tricks. In no trump, the opponents are going to be able to set up their spade suit or diamond suit. So we might only get 9 here. 4 hearts, 2 spades, and 2 diamonds, and a club. It's not entirely given, but I think it is somewhat likely that we might only end up with 9 tricks. But let's see what we can do. Plenty of communication in the heart suit itself. Let's see who has the ace of spades. East might win the ace and return a spade. All right. Well, we better play a diamond now. If I can sneak a diamond through and score my diamond trick, I might be able to revert to clubs and pick up some extra tricks there. I would much rather have been in 4 hearts on this hand, even though it kind of looks like our hands are both no trumpy. Partner was 4 triple 3, bunch of queens. All right, let's lead a diamond. Nah, East is going to play back another spade. Yeah, this is just over. Presumably West has the last spade. So I guess that means we could still do okay if East has the king of clubs and West, well, if East has the king of clubs, as long as West actually has the long spade. And I have to admit, at the end of the day here, I have not been paying attention to the spot cards, so I don't actually know if West has the long spade. But it does kind of seem as if I should lead a club up towards the queen 10. I could cross in hearts and run the queen of clubs. This would be ineffective if East has the king, West has the jack, and West has the long spade, but it would be effective if East has the 4th spade. Huh. I guess it's pretty natural to just lead a low club. We can pick off Jack here, King here, or King Jack third here. Well, King Jack whatever here. So let's do it. Don't have the last spade. Yes, we did it! Way to go, us! All right, we made 4, so East had the 4th spade. Wow. Yeah, tough spot to be in. So we actually knocked out East Ace of Diamonds. And because East had played the Ace of Spades at trick 1. Now, I mean, if West had ducked to that King of Clubs in tempo, the robots do everything in tempo, we might have been less successful, but 430, all right. We beat everyone who's playing in 4 hearts and just score in 420. There is a guaranteed end play for 4 hearts making, though. All right, board 23. We got a 14 count. We'll open no trump. 2 boards to go. Partner transfers us to hearts. Bids 3 diamonds again. So we saw this before. We're supposed to bid 4 hearts with our hand. This one is a little bit less clear to me. And this is a big reason why I think you shouldn't just be jumping to the 4 level with minimums. Like, there's a huge difference between partner having a singleton spade and 3 clubs and partner having 3 spades and a singleton club here. One of those layouts we might make a slam, the other one we might go down in game. So I will bid 4 hearts. Also, partner's limited, so I don't really see the reason to go investigating slam, but in general, partner could have a pretty big hand, and jumping to 4 hearts would really give them a little bit of a tight noose if they wanted to bid again. 9 of hearts lead. Is this another singleton trump lead? We've seen a lot of that today. Well, we can pitch a club on the ace king of spades. We got to work on the diamond suit somehow. Assuming this is a singleton, we have the possibility of leading hearts towards the 10 to pick up the suit. Huh. I wonder. I feel like we don't really have the ability to pick up the trump suit. The opponents are just going to play black cards, forcing the dummy, and we're never going to be able to pick up 4-1 hearts, despite the friendly opening lead. I think I want to win the ace of hearts, pitch a club, and run the queen of diamonds, or lead the queen of diamonds. That seems like the best start to me. If I was confident the king of diamonds was on side, well, with West, I mean, I would probably lead a diamond now. Queen, king, ace, spade, spade, pitch a club, and then lead another diamond. That would be a stronger line of play, but if I run the queen of diamonds in east... Wait, what's going on? Partner has a 7 count? I'm sorry, what? Wait, what happened? I just noticed that partner tabled a 7 count. I was wondering, like, I started counting tricks and realized that we're just going down multiple tricks. Oh no! What a disaster this is. How did we get to 4 hearts here? I mean, this is even a hand that I would want to open a no trump playing 15 to 17. We had a good 14 with a 5-card suit. A good 5-card suit. Partner just game forced a 7 count. What are they thinking? Alright. I wonder if the field is going to get here, because the field might just open a spade rather than a no trump. A spade and no trump. Pass. Gross. How does that do? I guess you have issues if hearts are 4-1, in fact. Maybe one no trump could go down. This could be a very amusing push. 4 hearts down 1, 1 no down 1 across the field. So maybe I do need to take some risks then. Like leading the queen of diamonds immediately. I mean, these singleton trump leads are just lunacy. Stop doing this. It is not a good thing to be leading. I mean, obviously, if I run the queen of diamonds and East wins the king, we're just going down. They'll switch to clubs and cash a couple of clubs. But it's definitely putting us in a better position if it goes queen, king, ace, and then we can lead the second diamond from the south hand. I think I want to try it. Okay. Good start for us then. So now 2 spades to pitch a club. Now we can lead another diamond. There's the jack. That's good news. 8 of diamonds comes back. Well, that's good for us as well. I think we're doing okay. Another diamond. And we can pull trumps. It was queen jack third. So we were always going to make it on that line of play. If we pitched a club immediately and then led the queen of diamonds, king, ace, I guess we're still okay. We lead the 10 of diamonds, and then we can ruff a diamond, and hearts are 3-2, so it all comes out all right. Anyway, who was chastising partner for game forcing on a 7 count? We just were cold for 4 hearts. What was the problem? I mean, they could just cash 2 clubs. But last board of the set. Club on our left, a spade on our right. We have the best hand, and that best hand totals up to 16. So we could overcall a no trump. I guess I'm going to. It's the right colors to do so. Like, if we pass and West bids a no trump and it goes all pass, it's just bad at match points. No one vulnerable, your side wants to declare a no trump. Now, the downside is, like, we might get doubled in a no trump. That would be bad. We don't want that to happen. So it is a little bit more risky to stick in this one no trump overcall. Some players in the field might make a takeout double on our hand, which isn't the worst bid I've ever seen. You do have 4 hearts, so that would be the way to try and find a 4-4 heart fit if partner has very few values, but I like a no trump. Partner has transferred us to hearts. Okay. Let's think for a second, because partner couldn't overcall a heart, right? But could we still have a heart game? We have a massive hand in support of hearts. I wonder if West plays support doubles here. Like if double of a no trump would be spades, or if double of a no trump would be like 18 to 19. I would like to know that information. Let's suppose partner has a doubleton spade. So we have no spade losers. Let's give him king 5th of hearts. I don't think I want to super accept. It's a bit much. Yeah, we could have a game. Maybe partner finds another bid. I think it's unlikely, but let's just try and take our plus score. Queen of spades lead. All right. Well, we are probably going plus. I'll say that much. Queen of spades. So East has bid spades, which means well, I mean, I guess it means that this is probably Queen Doubleton. I mean, it's definitely Singleton Queen or Queen Doubleton. All right, what do we want to do then? Well, we'll win this trick. It's somewhat tempting to go ace of hearts and a heart. Very unlikely that East has king, queen, third on this auction, not just because of the one spade bid, but because of the opening bid from West. So obviously West could have king, queen, third. So be it. We were never picking that up anyway. I mean, then we, of course, would prefer to like try and rough clubs in our hand, but we do have diamonds available to set up to take care of some of North's losers. I'm wondering if it makes sense to just lead a low diamond out of hand, though. It would look real silly if East has the ace, or the king, but in the more likely event that West has the king, we would at least set up a discard for one of our spades and a discard for one of our clubs. We're going to feel real bad if West has queen 9 doubleton of spades, though, and we do that. Then we don't have a spade loser in the first place. Okay, lots of possibilities. Lots of possibilities for the final hand of the day. Let's try and stay focused and make sure that we end on a strong note. So West has turned up with queen of spades, probably ace, queen of clubs, let's say. That's 8. They're going to have a heart on her. That gets them up to 11. And in the meantime, East is going to have jack of spades, heart on her, club on her. I don't know. It's looking like East's hand is pretty thin. Maybe East does have the diamond king. So what are some alternatives to ace of hearts and a heart? If we think East has the diamond king, maybe we lead a club at trick 2. If West wins the ace, well, if they have another spade, they'll play it back. And if they don't have another spade, then maybe they'll go ace of clubs club, maybe they'll go ace of clubs diamond. And either way, we can use the king of clubs to take a diamond finesse with plenty of time to pitch our spade loser because East can't get in. I actually like this line of play a little bit better. We're going to have to lead a club up to the king anyway. I don't think clubs are 6-1. West probably would have rebid 2 clubs with a 6-card suit most of the time. Obviously, this is going to look silly if East has the club ace, but I mean, maybe this goes poorly if spades are 5-1 and West ducks and then works out once we run the queen of diamonds into their hand to underlead their ace of clubs into East. That seems a very unlikely defense. Let's lead a club. All right. West pops up with the ace and continues another spade. So some good news. West does have 2 spades. They did hop up with the ace of clubs, so I think we're in great shape to cross to the king of clubs and try a diamond finesse. Okay. East has the king. Also good news. Now, can I be very smart? If I'm able to rough a bunch of things in everyone's hands, maybe I can just like run the jack of hearts in an end position. So let's say I go jack of diamonds, pitch a spade, ruff a diamond, ruff a club, ruff a spade, ruff a club, we'll think about what to do when we get there. Let's play a couple more tricks and see how a couple of things split. All right, jack of diamonds, pitch a spade. We know East is following to the next diamond, so we can ruff a diamond. We know West is following to at least a third round of clubs, so we can ruff a club. So there's one more club left out. West probably has it, which means when we lead a spade, West is probably going to hold on to that club. Oh, they don't. Aha, aha. Well, so what do we think West's shape is? They have 4 clubs, they have 2 spades, they have therefore 3 diamonds and 4 hearts? Wait a second. What? Hold on. wait a second. West has 2 spades, we know because they just showed out. West has 4 clubs because we've seen them play all 4 rounds of clubs. They can't have 4 diamonds, or they would have opened a diamond instead of club, so they have 3 diamonds. Therefore, they have 4 hearts. Whoa. I see. Interesting. Well, in that case, we can score 3 more tricks. We ruff this one. And we can do just about anything we want. I mean, even the jack of hearts to the ace is fine, and then lead the 5 of spades would neutralize one of the king, queen of hearts. But, well, now I feel pretty good about our line of play, because, because if we'd gone ace of hearts heart earlier, ace of hearts club, West would have been able to pull a lot of trumps, leaving us in trouble. Let me just quadruple check everything, because I'm a little bit paranoid that after such a long set of bridge, I'm not functioning properly. West has played 4 clubs. West has played 3 diamonds. West has showed up with 2 spades, so West has 4 hearts. If I'm wrong about something, West would have extra diamond length and fewer hearts. I don't think the computers would ever do this, but in that case, East would have a singleton heart. And wait, so I could have made 11 tricks on this if I just played the hand double dummy. I wonder if anyone will. Okay, let's lead a heart. East shows out. Fair enough. So, whole variety of things we can do that will all lead us to 10 tricks from here. Ace of hearts, spade. We'll just duck. West plays low. Nice joke. Nice joke. Alright, West exits a low heart. 170. Yeah, it's kind of fascinating. If I knew about the layout of the cards, I could have made plus 200 on this hand. I'll leave it as an exercise for people who are curious. How was our set? I don't know. Man, that board 16 really took a lot out of me. How did we do overall? We had 68. So we finished strong, but it unfortunately was not as strong as yesterday's performance. This still leaves us a little bit over 70 average on the 2 days, which will be a nice position going into day 3. We're going to need to have a relatively strong set on the 3rd day, though. Yeah, board 16, I mean, really killed me. We got 11%, though. So at least we held our wits and escaped for down 2, which was not the end of the world. Board 18, 4 hearts going down 1 was a disaster. We opened a 14 count and no trump, partner game forced with 10. So that just kind of suggests that the entire field on this hand is not opening a no trump with our cards. Because I don't think the field would make 4 hearts if they got here. I'm actually not convinced that you can make 4 hearts if the defense is accurate. Even though you can pick up the heart suit, you don't have 4 club tricks, so you have some more issues on the hand. Maybe you can strip squeeze west, but problem for another day. Anyway, we only had 100, which was board 22. We were very fortunate there that that East had the long spade, so they weren't able to score that trick in 3-0. And we ended strong. 23, we bid and made 4 hearts. And then 24 plus 170 was already good for a 93%. Getting plus 200 would have been another huge result as well. But 17, 460, getting to no trump instead of hearts was a good result for us. Other 90s, we got 90% for board 7, 3 clubs. We made plus 130, which was all thanks to our 1-no opener. A little bit random on that one. Anyway, that's going to wrap up today's set. So thanks for watching. Make sure to tune in again tomorrow or maybe a little bit later because I'm going to wait to append the final results to the 3rd video. But we're in prime position to get another good finish in this thing. Hopefully some of those people who were up in the high 70s will have dropped and also had a pretty weak set today. And maybe we'll be once again towards 5th or 6th place going into tomorrow's set. So a real chance to perform well, get a good score, and I will see you again tomorrow for the final day of this event.